Welcome back to Digi Bro and Pals.
Here we are, saving the universe.
Are you sure this is the second to last level and not the last level?
I think this is the second to last.
The last level is definitely in a place like this, and you do play Chief. Maybe there's two in a row.
Well, because I think there's a level where it's like you do... Because you gotta finish Arbiter. That last one was not Arbiter's finish.
Maybe. Is there a mission where you switch between them?
I think that's the last one, because you
that
finish
might be what
both,
it
and
is.
then the thing happened.
I know the last
we still
mission
gotta
is-
talk to
is
the
Chief,
the
and you fight the
squid
brute
shows
guy.
up again.
Oh, you mean the Prothean?
Yeah.
Josh,
Me.
I remembered that the last time we tried to record Halo, what we were talking about in that recording was, I think this was at the end of last year. Yeah, it was.
Most likely.
In fact, it was almost exactly a year ago, now that I think about it.
See, you might say it's a Halo anniversary.
Oh, a whole collection of Halo anniversaries because we've done it multiple times. Mirror, mirror, mirror. So,
I'm sorry.
yeah, a year ago, almost to the dot, because I used the footage for Secret Santa, so it would have been in December. We tried to record Halo and we didn't end up releasing it. In that video, we had been talking about how that year had been so shitty for games for you. Because everything had disappointed you.
Like, literally everything that came out was, like, offensively bad to me.
Well, it was, Watch Dogs was a big one.
Is sort of what triggered me sort of looking back at everything. And this year...
Wait, don't talk about this year yet. Assassin's Creed Unity was the other one.
Which I still haven't finished because I haven't been able to play it.
And what was the other game? Was there anything else that made you hate that year? Or is it just those two?
Those are the two I remember, like, those are the two that offended me to the point where I can remember it.
Right.
I'm sure there was more, but it's been a year, and they didn't have as big an impact.
Yeah, we talked about those last year. Obviously, your opinion on them has not been shared with the world because that video didn't come out, but it's a year old and it's not relevant anymore.
Right.
So,
No one cares
how
about
was
Watch Dogs
2015 in gaming for you?
2015 wasn't as bad.
But
like,
it did have issues.
It did have issues. Like, Halo 5 I liked, but I'm one of those people that's highly offended by the fact that there's no split screen.
Yeah. The fact that there's no split screen co-op is pretty fucking obnoxious.
And that's, again, I think we mentioned it, but that's why we're not playing it now.
Yeah, because we were going to do we were going to do every Halo game backwards. That was our original plan. And then he was like, oh, well, there's no split screen co-op in 5. And I was like, well, fuck me hard. I guess we're doing 2. I don't think I actually yelled, well, fuck me hard.
I don't think you said fuck me hard.
No. So,
oh, yeah, because we go back, we're doing that one level again, basically.
Oh, no, not the one we just... That one sucked. No! Why am I in your crotch?
I didn't...
Why am I in your crotch? Wasn't I ahead of you at the beginning?
Look at me. I didn't play the latest Assassin's Creed. I heard it was okay, but I haven't touched it. Just because the last one, I was like, I don't want to play.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed pretty much died out for me. Movies were better, I will say, compared to what I felt last year. Although we kind of had this conversation off camera where it started with The Visit.
Oh.
Because I was like, I came over and I was like, I kind of like The Visit. It wasn't bad. I expected shit, and it wasn't shit.
Well,
and then
no one else agrees with you.
And then we started...
What? Why? 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 Why?
Then,
the bridge turned off!
And then we started thinking about, like, other movies that came out. Like, we pulled out our phones and we started looking at other movies and we were like, okay, that was shit, that was shit, that was shit. And then we sort of came to the realization, oh, I kind of like The Visit because literally everything else was shit.
Right.
And by comparison, it was pretty good.
You saw, like...
I saw, like, everything
You
this
saw
year.
Fantastic Four.
It was terrible.
And did you see Pixels?
Brandon tried to get me to see Pixels so many times, and I just refused. He kept mentioning, but I did get a Pixel shirt from work, and I gave it to him. It's a extra large, so I hope he wears it one day.
Damn it! I was hoping you didn't make it onto the bridge. I was gonna be like, "Have fun with your disappearing bridge." Fucking retarded.
I didn't like What else came out that I didn't like? Stuff I liked.
Fuck.
But there was stuff I did like. There was Mad Max that came out this year.
Yeah, that was great.
That was one of the best movies that I've seen in a while. I liked Jurassic World, but I kind of made a comment where it's not going to have the same impact as the first one did.
Right.
Because, like, in 10 years when I go back and watch...
What the fuck? Why is it... I'm just going to...
Maybe if you activate your flashlight.
Yeah, why is it telling me to do that? That's stupid.
In, like, 10 years when I go back and watch all the Jurassic Park movies, because they'll probably all be out by then, I'm not going to be like, oh, man, Jurassic World was such a classic movie. I'm going to be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same years later. Like, Jurassic Park I can watch and have the same impact no matter when I watch it.
Yeah. Suck on my dick and lick on my balls.
And this year...
God damn it.
I kind of killed you.
Fucking goddamn shit. Why do you have a shotgun? Why do you always have weapons and I never have weapons?
Because I'm the real chief and I needed a weapon.
You're a chief's son, chief?
But this year for gaming was also skewed because the game that I've been most anticipating came out, which was Fallout 4, and it didn't disappoint me at all. If anything, I got the game and I went in pretty blissfully unaware, ignorant.
Right.
And things happened. I was like, oh, like I didn't know your character could talk before I actually got the game.
I see.
Because that's not something that Fallout does.
Well, did.
Yeah. Is, go Linda. We are with you.
Continue your point.
I don't remember my point.
Fallout 4.
Fallout 4 is good. Play it. You kind of watched me play it a minute ago.
I was not paying much attention.
You looked over and you're like, oh, look,
I looked and I thought, oh, it's Fallout 3, but the graphics are a lot better.
Yeah. But, like, there's a lot more you can do in it. The world is a bit smaller, but it's denser. Because one of the complaints that people were having, they're like, oh, if you walk corner to corner of the map, you can pretty much clear it in about 20 minutes. But there's a lot of shit that happens in between, whereas previous Bethesda games, like Skyrim or the other Fallouts...
just big, empty fucking hellholes.
Like, it would take 2 hours to cross the world, but there's a lot of fucking nothing that happens in that 2 hours.
What the fuck? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Whereas Fallout 4 had a good mix of, it's a big world, there's a lot to do, but there's always something happening.
Dead again.
I think they just keep coming.
Oh.
Like a porn star.
Having
full circle.
a shotgun would be really nice at this time.
Yeah. You shall not defeat us.
Won't defeat my dick, know what I'm saying?
What were your favorite things of the year?
Oh, man. Well, my game of the year, I can't really determine yet because there's still a lot of time. There's still a lot of games I haven't played.
Yeah, I also played a lot less games this year. Like, I played a lot less.
I played, like, if we're talking about, like, how many games did I play this year, I played one of the most amounts I've played in a long time because I sort of, I was doing the series of videos on games early in the year, and then I started playing them a lot recently. So I did play a fair deal of games. Not a lot of them have been 2015 games, though.
Right.
My favorite game of the year that I've played so far is Axiom Verge, which is a 2D side-scrolling Metroid-style game.
I remember you talking about it.
Almost as good as Super Metroid. I can't say that it's as good because Super Metroid is like perfect in every way almost.
But for you, it's like
there are things that
pretty damn close.
There are small things that bother me about Super Metroid, and there are small things. But okay, how about I put it this way? Super Metroid has more issues than Axiom Verge, but it also has more advantages. Where like there's so much that's good about Super Metroid that like it doesn't quite capture all of it. Like the art design of Super Metroid and the music are just like on like some of the best in gaming. So it's really hard to like duplicate that. The
I'm not coming back.
The movement of Samus is really satisfying, and like there's just a lot of little touches that make it great. So even though like sometimes getting around the world of Super Metroid is a pain in the ass, and sometimes the controls can be a little difficult, it nonetheless has so many good things about it that I can't put Axiom Verge above it just yet. But there is also a lot of interesting secrets in Axiom Verge that I think would give it like a ton of replay value. And I just want this shotgun that's sitting here and I can't fucking grab it.
use your power.
Shit.
About to go full
game.
crash.
I'm just gonna look for a weapon. I need a weapon.
I need a weapon.
I need a weapon. Here's a sword.
Elevator.
Give me this.
You're about to check thing to me.
Well,
Teleport.
at least I got a sword. I should have replaced this piece of shit gun instead, but...
Surprised you haven't teleported to me already.
So I started heading in your direction. The game decided.
Look at the
I was
detail on
early.
these plasma rifles. You see the
Apparently
honeycomb
this
pattern?
Is not the right door.
But then I do this and it's just solid. It's like, here's the red one, here's the purple one, here's honeycombs.
You've even got a checkpoint and I still haven't teleported to you. I can't even reach you. The elevator won't... It hasn't come back down.
I have to do this alone.
This is stupid. Why don't they play test these fucking things?
I imagine they did play test. But
Multiplayer mode? Oh,
they,
here it comes. The elevator's coming back. I don't know why or why it took so long. Or why it moves so fucking slow. Why I haven't just been checkpointed to you. Watch, I'm gonna go all the way up this elevator and then it's gonna fucking teleport me.
That would be amazing. I prayed that that happens. It would make my day. Oh. Okay, I died. So, now I'm with you.
Yeah.
Hello?
Your gun is looking a little messed up there. Is there,
Hey,
is there something wrong with your gun?
You should look up.
No. No. Is that how that's supposed to look?
Yeah, that's how it's looked the whole time.
With like all the fucked up hexagons on it?
Little honeycombs.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, because it used to look like this.
Well, now I can't see shit now.
Apparently, back in 2004 when this game came out, they did not believe in lights.
I guess this was meant to be like a horror section originally, and then they just went, fuck it.
Because, well, I guess technically Halo was sort of a horror game when the flood comes.
Yeah, I think it...
In some ways it was.
I think it was kind of just like trying to rip off Half-Life, to be honest, with that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was trying to pull a...
It's like, what was the popular science fiction game? It was Half-Life.
Well, and Half-Life took it a lot further in 2 because it had, like, Ravenholm, which is, like, legit terrifying.
Where do we go? That way.
Looking at the world, like, where do we go?
Look at this. Is this a door? It is. Look how slowly it opens.
Big door. Ugh, what the fuck is all this dead filth? Is this is this Tentacle Guy?
This is Tentacle Guy.
What happened? They killed him.
Killed him. Alright, so movies,
There's, like, parts
games,
everywhere.
music.
Oh yeah, yeah, movies. I'd probably have to give it currently the best one I've seen so far this year has been The Martian.
Oh yeah, I love The Martian.
Really loved that movie. Mad Max Fury Road would be like a pretty close second. I'd say I probably consider both of them like a 9 out of 10, but I liked The Martian more.
I think I would agree. As much as I loved
Mad Max.
Yeah. Inside Out,
Haven't seen that yet.
the Pixar movie.
I've heard a lot of great things about it.
It was one of the Pixar movies. When I saw the trailer for it, I was like, oh, I don't know how this one's gonna be.
Yeah, like, the thing is, I don't really like the character designs, and I didn't, like, when I heard the plot, I thought, this sounds like it's likely to piss me off. And the very first review I heard of it was YMS talking about it, and he just kind of thought it was, like, overrated and didn't really like it that much. And so, like, I had the impression that it was just going to be, like, from what he described, it sounded like it totally wouldn't be my kind of movie.
Right.
But then everyone else I know saw it and was, like, felt the total opposite, and they were all like, YMS was totally wrong, it was great.
Very quickly became, like, one of my top 5 Pixar movies.
Yeah,
they don't have a whole lot,
I
but
gotta see it now.
It bypassed everything else. It's just like, yep, that's going up there. I love that movie so much. I haven't seen The Good Dinosaur yet, though.
My favorite is by far Ratatouille.
Ratatouille's great.
Easily my favorite Pixar film because it's a lot in a lot of ways. I mean, like primarily it's about creativity, but in the end, it's also about critics and like the speech that the critic gives at the very end of the movie is like one of my favorite scenes in a movie, where he's like basically talking about like having the realization of like why he even does this, like and like realizing his true love of food through that food and stuff, and I was just like, it's beautiful.
So beautiful. Other animated movie that didn't get as much attention, I guess, would be the Peanuts movie. That's another one that I loved.
I did not see that.
The Peanuts is like has special like meaning for me in my childhood. That was like the show. That was like the comic strip that me and my dad would sort of read.
I see.
So when I went to see it, it kind of disappointed me that I was literally the only one in the theater.
Oh.
Except me and my girlfriend.
Why did
but
you
at
see
the
it
same.
with your dad?
Oh, he wasn't there.
How great would it have been if you were just like, my dad's dead.
My dad is dead. He can't be dead. He just made me brisket. But I was like, oh, why is no one seeing this? I imagine this is going to be great. But at the same time, I was like, I get to enjoy this alone.
Right. Like, have more for me.
And I loved it. So
did it make your tiny dick
it made
very
my
hard?
tiny dick go a little
All right, that was a
erect.
much shorter level for
Yeah,
one.
this I think is the last one.
I think next time on Digibro and Pals will be the last episode of Halo Jew. Galo Jew.
We'll try to make it interesting.
Galo Jew.